Hello everybody and welcome back. I literally don't remember the last time I did a video with you guys. I've had a baby, I've moved house since the last time I saw you, so yeah, it's been a while. Welcome back and happy 2017. Today I'm going to do my best of 2016. These are products that I loved through the year. They're not necessarily new launches, some of them are, but actually most of them are quite old. But instead of doing a blog post this year, I thought that I'd do a video instead. There is a ton of stuff to get through, so I'm just going to get started. First up, skincare. So I'm going to start at the beginning, and that is with cleanser. Basically, the only cleanser I used last year was the Oskia Renaissance Cleansing Gel. I had a little bit of an issue with it while I was pregnant because your skin gets quite sensitive, but most of the time this is what I was using. It's got vitamins A, C and E in it, so it's full of antioxidants. It's got omega-6, it's also got pumpkin enzymes, so it acts as a mild exfoliator as well. Takes off all traces of makeup. I use the Bioderma. Now the Hydrabio H2O launched, I think it was last year actually, and it's a moisturizing version of Sensibio. Sensibio is more for sensitive skin and this is more for dehydrated and dry skin, and I just love it. Then on to serums. The serum I've been loving the most is the Optiphi Intense Retinol Serum. It's the nicest retinol serum I've used. I use retinol as much as I can. Then the other thing that I loved last year, it's a weird one because it is a serum, but it's also a pre-serum, so it can either be used as a serum or used as an extra step before your serum. And it's the Elizabeth Arden Superstart Skin Renewal Booster. And it basically is, I'm not quite sure how to explain it. It's almost like a vitamin boost for your skin. It kind of wakes your skin up. It's like having breakfast in the morning gets your metabolism going. This is basically breakfast for your skin. Yeah, I loved it. Then I use the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate, and this is just it's an oil that's full of antioxidants and it just helps restore the skin from the day. So the lip product that I use at night, and this will come as no surprise, it is the Lip Medex from Blistex. It's got kind of like a menthol eucalyptus feeling to it, so it's quite cooling when you put it on your lips. The other thing I use at night, again, no surprise, is 8 Hour Cream. I particularly love, this is the limited edition tube from 2016. I put this on my cuticles at night, but 8 Hour Cream is just, it's always about my person for everything. I love it. Moving on to moisturizers. I've really been loving the Noreva. This is the Aquareva moisturizing cream in the rich texture. I cannot speak today. In the rich texture. It's in a tube, just in a little simple tube like this, and it's just a simple, no-nonsense, deeply hydrating cream that I just love to use during the day. And then on my eyes I use the Uriage Isofill. This is the Wrinkle Focus Correction Eye Contour Care. That's a big name. Also just a really nice cream, very comfortable on the eyes. It doesn't leave, I find some eye creams leave that weird kind of almost stickiness around the eyes. This doesn't. It absorbs quickly and it works very well under makeup, which is quite important too. For my T-zone, because I get kind of hormonal breakouts along my chin and down my nose, I use the Dermalogica Charcoal Rescue Mask. This did launch last year and I really love it. It's an activated charcoal mask, a moisturizing mask that I use a couple of times a week. I actually leave it on overnight because it's so nourishing. It's the Sisley Black Rose Cream Mask. I've also used this for years and years. Packed full of black rose extracts and oils that just leave your skin really plump and hydrated. And I am exceedingly excited and happy that La Roche-Posay has finally launched into South Africa. We've been waiting years for this and it's finally here. This is the Anthelios. I think all of the sunscreens are called Anthelios, but this is the XL BB Tinted Cream, and this is the Tinted Fluid. Now this one is very runny, and then this is more actually of a cream. They're both SPF 50 plus, and I use it as a sunscreen. I don't really use them as makeup. Right, next up is makeup. The primer that I love, and it's basically the only one I use these days, is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is just a very fine mist that smells really cool, but just acts as almost a grip for any makeup that goes over the top. And the Catrice Liquid Camouflage, it's a high coverage concealer as well, and it's waterproof, which when you read it you think, sure, whatever. But actually it is. It stays put all day. It blends very easily, but once it is in place, it stays put. This also launched last year, if I'm not mistaken. It's the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation SPF 25. This is just a fantastic medium, light to medium coverage foundation, and it's just great for every day. It can be applied with your fingers, with a sponge, with a foundation brush. My favorite for years now has been the Smashbox one. This is Bronze Light in Warm Matte, which in itself is amazing because it's very difficult to find matte bronzers these days. Life is just too short to contour your face. And this is the NYX Illuminator in Enigmatic. My friend Marley introduced me to this. She's a makeup artist, and she said, oh, when she first looked at it, it's terrifyingly pink and sparkly, but actually on the skin it's really beautiful, luminous and glowy. Blush, there could really only be one, and it is the Max Factor Cream Puff Blush in, this is lovely pink. There's also something berry that I like as well. It's more of a kind of burgundy. Single eyeshadow wise, for the last couple of years, there's really only been one. This is my second one. I hit pan on my last one. It's the Elizabeth Arden Beautiful Colour Eyeshadow. This is in Shimmering Copper, and it's just a beautiful, easy to wear, everyday shade. Palette wise, now this is going to be controversial because everybody has their favourite. My favourite is the Urban Decay Naked 2. Hate me, love me, don't really care. That's my favourite. Crease, like today I'm wearing Busted, Suspect, and Half Baked. I don't need to explain these to you. The formulas are beautiful. They're very finely milled, super colour payoff. You don't need anything else from an eyeshadow really. So tools. Now, I'm sorry I haven't cleaned my brushes or my beauty blender because I have a baby. The only brushes I use these days, except for honorary mention to MAC 217, which is the most perfect blending brush, I only use Real Techniques brushes. These are fantastic. Then the other thing I've been loving, I bought it when I was in Bangkok last year. No, not last year, the year before, is my beauty blender. You wet it, bounce it on your skin, and it literally looks like your foundation is your skin. So Cabral has got, in the top is this tiny little brush, which is actually very useful. Normally brushes that come with products are rubbish, but this one's nice. And then at the bottom there is a tinted brow gel, like a coloured brow gel. I also use the MAC brow set. Yeah, brow set. I just use the clear one just to keep them in place. It's my mascara of choice for years now, again, is the Lancome Hypnose Waterproof. This is the Clarins 3-dot liner. So it's like a cokey, like a felt tip thing, but it's got 3 dots. So it's idiot proof eyelining basically. So you just dot it along your eyes and then you just join the dots. I do adore the Clarins Instant Light Lip Comfort Oil. I think, you know, these have been a cult classic from the day they launched. My favourite lipsticks, I guess you could call them, of the year are the Velvet Matte Lip Pencils from NARS. Man, they just don't move. You put them on and they stay. They are the best. They're the best lip product I think I've ever used. Maybe a little bit of a princess product, like it's really not necessary in anyone's life, but if you want your makeup to last longer than usual, even if you use a primer, I love the Clarins Fix Makeup. It soothes your skin, it hydrates your skin, and it helps kind of fresh up your makeup and set it. Okay, perfume. There are only 2 that have been in my life this year, and it's these guys. It's the Armani C. This one is this is the Eau de Parfum. There are quite a few variations of them, and I love them all. I wore this particular one on my wedding day, and I just love it. I love kind of rosy, florally scents, so if you don't like rosy, florally scents, you're not gonna like C. And the other is Chanel No. 5 Low. It's kind of got hints of No. 5, but it's not No. 5. It's kind of a nod. It's a nod to the history of the brand, but in a much more modern, fresh way. If you haven't smelled this, get your nearest Chanel counter and give it a whiff. And those of you that follow my blog will know that the only base and top coat I basically ever use is Mavala. These are I use the 002 Base Protective Base Coat and then the Colour Fix Strong, Flexible, Long-Lasting Top Coat. And again, they're just the best that I have tried. And believe me, I have tried all of them. For my fingernails, Mavala Jasper. It's just, I love it. I just love it. But by the same vein, slightly darker, but pretty much the same colour, is Chanel's Rouge Noir, the old classic. These are my two most worn nail polishes probably in history. On nails, it's the Morgan Taylor Accelerate. This is quick dry nail drops. And I often find that these don't work. I always used to use that Revlon spray one, which is great, but these are even quicker. Literally 60 seconds and your nails are dry. I mean, you can't go scratching around in a coin purse, but your nails will pretty much be dry after using this. Okay, last section, hair. Now, I'm not going to do a shampoo and conditioner here because I've never actually found a shampoo and conditioner that I adore so much that I would just use it for all eternity. Is a treatment that I recently discovered and is the KMS California Moist Repair Therapy Treatment. Oh my word. This stuff is amazing. It's right up there with Philip Kingsley Elasticize. I know. It's incredible. Pop it onto wet hair, leave it for 5 minutes only. You don't even need to like get out the shower and, you know, paint the house before you can take it off again. 5 minutes, your hair feels like silk. Also on the treatment front, I've stopped using Moroccan oil. I'm so kidding. I'm still using Moroccan oil treatment light. I will probably use this till the day I die. It's the best oil on the market. I have a slight obsession and deep love for Tangle Teezer. So this is the old school like compact styler that some people hate because they always drop. My sister's like, I hate it because it always falls out of your hair. I'm like, how vigorously are you brushing your hair? Just hold it and brush. So that's the compact styler that I tend to use actually on wet hair. Then there is the blow dry brush, which has got really, really stiff bristles. So it creates tension that you can get that beautiful shine. Like even an idiot like me that does not know how to blow dry their hair at all gets really beautiful results with this brush. I adore it. And then the last one, which has literally just been released, I think it's called the Ultimate. The Ultimate, yeah, is this one. So it's basically a finishing brush. I'm sorry, my hair is, there's lots of hair in there. It's basically just a normal brush. You can't use heat on this because the bristles are soft, but it is a Tangle Teezer with a handle. If those of you that are like my sister that obviously are quite vigorous with your hair brushing, it has a handle, so you're less likely to drop it. But they're my favorite brushes. And then the other tool that I've used the most this year by far is my GHD Creative Curl Wand. The only thing I really use to tie my hair up is Invisibubbles. So my favorite styling product is the GHD Curl Hold Spray. So it goes hand in hand with the Curl Wand. It's basically a heat protectant and a holding spray in one. It's really cool. Just I spritz it on my hair, brush it through, and then curl. And the curls stay put with this. I love it. Hairspray, because sometimes you need to get rid of flyaways and things, again is this KMS California brand, and it is available in retail box. I got both of these products in their secret box, and I just, and this is the maximum hold hairspray, firm hold and humidity resistance. Quite important in South Africa in summer. Very cool. It's nice. It doesn't go crispy. It brushes out well. In fact, you can brush it out and it doesn't feel like you have anything on your hair. So I love it. And last but not least is my most loved hairstyling product, I think. I spray this through damp hair and then I plait it. I leave it overnight. It comes out and I have such beautiful curls. And it is the Davines More Inside, the sea salt spray. It smells beautiful. It's like vanilla-y seaside. It's basically how I can explain it. It's really, really nice, and it doesn't dry your hair out and doesn't leave it crispy. So if you're looking for a sea salt spray, definitely try this Davines one. It's not cheap. I think it's about 300 rand, I think 280, something like that. But a little goes a very long way. You don't need a lot of this to get really good results. Oh my word, I feel like I've been talking for hours. That's it. Those are my favorite products from 2016. Please let me know in the comments box below what your favorites were from last year, like what your real standout products were, and if you think that I'd like them. Got very dry skin, remember. Please pop them below and I will try them out and then report back to you guys. Until then, I will see you soon. Bye!